All right, how am I supposed to get exercise in if I am totally exhausted all the time? I wake up and I don't have energy, or I think I'm going to go to the gym and I just can't get going, and then I convince myself that I'm going to do it after work. I'm going to go to the gym, I'm going to make it happen, I'm going to do this workout, and then once I go to the gym, maybe I'll magically have more energy. Right? Or you're like, gosh, I'm so exhausted. I can't do anything that I want to do. And other people are like, well, why don't you just get more exercise? That's gonna boost your energy, right? And you're like, but I'm so exhausted, I can barely make it through my day. I'm actually taking a nap every day because I'm so tired. But I really want to exercise. I know exercise is good for me. Is that going to help me get out of the slump that I'm in, right? So the first thing I want to talk about here is that when you're that exhausted, forcing yourself to exercise isn't always the best idea. Make sure that you're checking your cortisol levels, that you're checking your melatonin levels, that your sleep is on point, and that you're really fueling your body enough. If you are depleted nutritionally, if you're not getting enough nutrient in, your system is just not going to have enough fuel to exercise or exercise properly, meaning the results that you want to get from the exercise aren't going to happen. So that means that you would be sort of wasting your time at the gym thinking, oh, this wonderful stuff's going to happen because I'm working out, yet you are completely depleting yourself. No. So what do I focus on? How do I get started with this? Say you are completely exhausted, yet you want to turn things around and you're like, okay, I have been eating better. I've been really working on my sleep and my stress levels. How do I get started with this? Right? How do I get going with this? Here's the thing. Here's the thing to do. And I'm going to write these things down because they're so important. If you're also wondering, like, who is this gal? I'm Dr. Beth Westie, women's health and hormone expert, author of the books, The Female Fat Solution and The Female Menopause Solution. These are on Amazon, talking all about how your hormones are impacted by your nutrition, your exercise, everything else. So first thing here to recognize that if you are totally exhausted, say you have a hormonal shift or change, sometimes certain times of the month, it can just be harder to exercise. It can just be harder to, why is my hair doing weird stuff? It can just be harder to get going, right? In your progesterone phase, when you're in that high hormone phase, you might get to the gym and feel like, good Lord, this is not the same body I was working out in 10 days ago. No, it's not. It's a different body hormonally. So it will impact things differently, right? So how should I exercise when I'm tired? When I'm tired that day, be gentle. Be gentle with yourself. Do not expect yourself to have the same power, oomph, everything else. Do not expect yourself to lift as heavy. It's okay if you lighten up by 5 or 10 pounds on your lifts, right? Say you were squatting a certain weight. Say you were squatting 120 pounds the week previous, right? And now you go and you're like, oh, I'm tired. And you put 120 pounds on that squat rack. And then you do one set and you're like, oh geez. Or you do one rep and you're like, nope, 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 nope. Take 20 pounds off. Who cares? You're still lifting. You're still activating your muscles. You're still there doing it. Lighten the weight, lighten the number of reps. That's okay, right? It's okay to listen to your body, especially if you're exhausted. Just be more gentle with yourself and don't expect yourself to have the same performance time either, right? If you're like, yeah, I ran an 8-minute mile last week, but now I'm super exhausted. I'm in my high hormone phase. Yeah, I'm struggling to make a 10-minute mile. Dang it. What's wrong with me? Nothing. You're still out there running. You're still out there doing it. And there may just be other things that you need to focus on hormonally, stress-wise, nutrient-wise to help your system function better when you're in that high hormone phase. So be gentle with yourself because just pushing yourself isn't going to be the answer, right? It's not going to be the answer, right? Be gentle and focus on hormones. There, this piece, big time. The next thing that I'm going to talk about, if you are somebody who is just totally wiped out, like you have a hard time doing anything, right? A lot of times what we expect of ourselves is what we used to do before you had these stressful events in your life, say 2 or 3 years ago. before this or this or this, before your hormones became completely wonky, before you were under a ton of stress with this new job or whatever it is, right? You used to go to the gym and do hour-long workouts, hour-and-a-half workouts. And now you have a hard time working out for 20 minutes or 30 minutes and you feel like a failure from it, right? But yet you really want to push yourself for at least an hour. If I'm not even working out for an hour, is it even worth it? Oh, right? How am I supposed to get a good workout in if I'm too tired to go for an entire hour? That doesn't matter. You have to start somewhere. So start with small chunks of time. Start with small chunks of time. Small chunks of time. What does this look like? I'm going to erase this because I'm going to actually write this out for you, what this can look like. I want you to look up what a Tabata is. Super easy format to start with. It would be 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. And pick 4 exercises and do that. Just pick 4 exercises. It could literally be sit-ups, push-ups, air squats, and sit-ups, push-ups, air squats, and butt kickers. Whatever, right? It almost doesn't matter. Just 4 different exercises working 4 different parts of the body. If you Pinterest Tabatas, there's going to be a ton of things come up. And I throw these things in to my programs as well to help gals get started when you're this tired. But you can get going for 20 seconds and then give yourself a 10-second rest. When you're doing push-ups, maybe you're like, I only got 3 push-ups done in 20 seconds. So try and do another 3. Try and do another 3. Go through those 4 exercises at least 4 times, right? Great. That's a start. It doesn't have to be this huge big thing or going to this certain class and just pushing your way through it only to be completely exhausted for the rest of the day. Because you can mentally force yourself to do that type of exercise, but is that really benefiting your body, right? And for sometimes if you're under a lot of stress too, you might be thinking, oh, I had a really stressful day. I should get to the gym. I should do this exercise. That's going to be really helpful for me. Maybe. But maybe your brain is so wiped out that pushing your body physically is actually not going to be helpful. So again, this is where just starting something, 20 seconds on, 10-second rest, going through 4 different exercises, and just working your way up from there, right? If you are really fatigued and you do these 4 exercises and you do a round of each, and then you're like, I need to sit down on the couch for a full minute and take a rest in between, that's fine. Do it. Do it. However you need to get started. There's no wrong place to start, right? There's no wrong place to start. You don't have to reach a certain benchmark to start the exercise. You don't have to guarantee or commit to a certain time frame. Start with these small chunks, and again, be gentle with yourself. You're starting it. You'll be shocked at how quickly things can build as long as you start slow. If you sprint getting out of the gate, you'll burn yourself out really fast. This is tortoise and the hare. Tortoise and the hare, right there. So easy to burn yourself out really, really fast. I see it all the time. All the time. And again, you're thinking that I used to be able to do this. Yes, the body that you were living in that didn't have stress, that didn't have hormonal imbalances, all that other stuff, could do that. Now that's absolutely something you can get to again, but you have to work your way there. It's not going to happen overnight. You didn't get to where you are overnight. Your health is cumulative. Your health is cumulative. And all your systems work together. And you cannot force function. You have to work with your system. Start with where you are. And just build from there. Just build from there. And again, yes, if you are mentally burned out, it's not going to be worth it to like grind in a spin class. No, start with something gentle. Start with something that feels good. Even going for a 20-minute walk, a gentle walk. Doing some light stretching, right? I've done this before where I've had a really stressful day and I have put on a yoga video and I was like, I'm going to do this yoga routine, and I get started and I literally turn it off after 3 minutes and I'm like, no, I'm going to do my own like stretchy yoga laying on the ground. All my yoga is going to be laying on the ground. And it can be the best thing for your brain and your body. That's the thing to keep in mind. The last thing I'm going to put here, when you are tired and you do some type of movement, you have to give your body recovery time. Recovery time. If you skip recovery time, you are digging yourself a bigger hole. What is recovery time? If you're doing Tabatas and you do a set of 4 here and you're like, oh, I'm tired, I need to sit down for a full minute and rest in between, do it. I want you to fully recover before you get after it again. I want you to fully recover after any workout you do before you work out again the next day. Or give yourself a full day to recover in between. Active recovery. What's active recovery? Focus on mobilization and flexibility. Those things. Do stretching. Flush out your muscle tissue. Get a massage. Do some active stretching, right? Get an Epsom salt bath. Do dry brushing. Take care of your lymphatic system. Get fluid moving through your body so that your muscle tissue has, nutrient flowing into it to help that tissue heal. That's going to help you feel better and recover faster. The key to actually getting fit faster and being able to exercise more and do more things is to work out and then recover hard. Recover harder. So however you pushed yourself, even if you're like, I don't really push myself, I'm being gentle. Yes, but recover harder. Spend that time recovering, taking care of your body frame, getting in the right nutrients, getting enough hydration, and take that time for recovery. That is huge. If you're slacking on recovery time, you're not going to be able to progress in these levels that you're trying to progress in. So that's what I got for you guys today. This is something that I can personally guide you in. If you're like, yes, I need this help. Yes, oh my gosh, how do I do this? Go in the, comments here, get on the wait list. My 6-month program is closed for open registration for the people that were on the wait list. But if you're like, yes, I want to dive in, or I still need some guidance, how do I do that? I have my 1-to-1 level open, and you can learn more about that in the link in the comments. So other resources that I have for you, of course, are, besides my books, are my podcast, The Female Health Solution. And then other things, if you're like, how do I make sure my hormones are balanced? How do I work on that? I have my tinctures, the Estro Balance and Progesterone Balance. I formulated these to help the female body regulate its hormones naturally. And then I also have my Adrenal Balance. This is designed to help your system manage and navigate cortisol levels and the impact on the female body. And then I also have back in stock, this has been out of stock because it sold fast, Metabo Boost. This is helpful to layer in when you have been working on a lot of these things and you're ready to have your metabolism start to take off. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. Let me know if there's any other questions. You can always leave a comment below. I do check the comments. And please don't hesitate to reach out if you want me to do a video on a specific topic or dive into something specific, or you want me to just spend time talking about recovery in between workouts. More than happy to do that. Just let me know. Otherwise, have a great rest of your night, and I will see you later.